Hello guys, this is Average Trader and welcome to week 36 of our trade logging series. This week we made 3R, so about an average week's profits. But I would say that this week, we made a lot of good trades and even made some mistakes along the way. So this week is jam-packed with learning opportunities, right? So you really don't want to miss this video. Just a quick reminder, if you guys do want to see all of this live and maybe take some trades for yourself, head on over to our chat room, averagetrader.live. We're the only chat room on the market that has a profit promise guarantee, right? So for any reason, for any month, if our callouts do not make money, you do not pay us a dime. And, that's one of the ways we protect our customers that not any other chat room on the market does, right? With that out of the way, let's get on to the first trade of the week. And the first trade of the week is actually a stop out. So Meta 199.30 by 198.50, and we took this off of a 1 minute 3-bar play. So when you're trading in the at market open and it's on the 1 minute chart, it's always going to be hyper aggressive, right? I thought that this first green bar with a bottoming tail on top of a gap up would be strong enough to at least break over 199.30 without tagging us and immediately stopping us out. But as you can see, that is what happened. We got triggered in right on that topping tail on the second red bar, came all the way back down and stopped us out for a full R stop. And honestly, you can't really do much about these, right? All you can do as a trader is take good patterns and let statistics do the work, right? Because trading at the end of the day is just a statistical probability, right? So just keep that in mind and don't let these trades bog you down. Next trade we took was NVDA. It's another stop, and we took this off of, this is the mistake, right? I was mentioning at the beginning of the video, 254 by 255. And the reason I say this is a mistake is because the correct entry is 254.30, but I missed 254.30, right? So because of FOMO, right, fear of missing out, I got in at a much worse entry, and because I got in at a much worse entry, my stop loss is 255 instead of around 256. I think the correct trade would be 254.30-ish by 255.50-ish, right? But unfortunately, I saw this trade a bit late, so I took a less than stellar trade and I paid the price for it, right? So this is just something that I want everybody watching this video to watch out for as well, right? There's always going to be a next trade. Do not make the same mistakes that I did with this trade, and you won't get stopped out like I did. Next trade we took was BA 203.30 by 202.30, a dollar stop loss, and we got out of this thing for a whole R, right? We took this off of a breakout or a flag, right? You can see there's a flag on the 1 minute or a breakout on the 2 minute or 1 minute, depends on what you see, right? And this thing, popped super nicely and predicted this whole thing, right? Look at this beautiful wedge on the 1 minute, right? Not much to say on these textbook trades, except follow your plan and you'll get rewarded like we did on BA. Next trade we took, and this one was a heartbreaker, right? As you can see, we got out break even on this trade, but we were 4 cents from 1 hour target, which is UAL 44.42 by 44.15. Obviously took this off of a 4-bar play or a 1 minute breakout, whatever you want to call it. And look at this topping tail, man. Bounce all the way up 4 cents to our target, and pulled all the way back down. And honestly, guys, this is part of trading, right? You're gonna take the ups and you're gonna take the downs, right? So unfortunately UAL stopped us out, and we didn't make any money from it, but it was a good thought process there, and I would take this any day of the week. Next trade was Nike 123.50 by 123, and we got out 1 R. We took this on a 1 minute or 2 minute buy setup. I would say that the 2 minute buy setup looks cleaner, but you can take the 1 minute buy setup if you wish, right? The reason I say the 2 minute buy setup is cleaner is because it has this huge bottoming tail, right? Whereas the 1 minute has a sort of engulfing bar, right? But nevertheless, both really nice buy setups. And when a stock is down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes in a row, even if it only pops half of an R and you get out at break even after it comes back down, if in this case if it's a short, it's worth it to try it out, right? You know, because look at this, right? Look at this, 7 bars down, right? And that's why when we saw the bottoming tail on the 2-minute, took the trade, got 1R pretty easily. Next trade you took was TSM 9381 by 9330, and we got in this thing right around over here, okay? And the reason we got in this trade is because after a huge red move, after a breakout, is where you want to watch out for 100% engulfing bars, right? And I understand that this bar is only like a 50% engulfing bar, but combined with the next 3 bars, it is technically 100% engulfing bar, right? So a lot of the times when you watch out for breakouts that pop and drop, you want to be looking out for that engulfing bar, right? And because of that, we got in at exactly at the bottom, actually, 9380 or 9381. Stop loss is 9330 at the low of the day, right? And you know, engulfed, and we made our 1R pretty easily. Yep, so really good trade, and really good job by us in the chat room for looking for this and finding it. Next trade you took was AMD 9987 by 9950, and we got 2R out of this thing. And the reason that I put in these extra charts is because on this on the first chart over here, these 3 charts over here, you can't really tell why we took this trade, right? But if you look at the daily, right, this is the daily for AMD on that specific day, you can see it's a gap up, right? It's a gap up over major resistance right here. You can see the previous day it tried to break it and failed, but today it gapped up over the last day's closing, right? So in the back of my head, when this market opened this given day, right, I was always watching AMD for a huge bounce up, and we got that, right? 9987, 9950, and got 2R very quickly, right? Now the reason I put this chart is because this is just to show you guys how volatile the first few minutes of the markets can be, right? This is as you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 minutes into the day. As you can see, we got out like on this green bar right here, and immediately after we got out, AMD did 100% retracement all the way down back to the low of the days, right? So it just goes to show you, you know, there's 2 sides to every coin, and if you want to get into trades, into scalping, like we often do very early in the morning, you got to be prepared for these volatile market conditions, right? So although I said, you know, it's a beautiful gap up, it's a beautiful, you know, bounce over here, you know, this can always hit you right here like a truck. So just be prepared for that. But fortunately for us, we got 2R out of AMD this given day. Next thing I want to bring to y'all's attention is a GIS, right? And unfortunately, this thing, by the time I took a picture of this stock, it's already gone through its daily average trading range. But I wanted to bring this up because if you look at the charts for that given day, there was no real good entry. You can argue there's like, you know, a bear sandwich at 82.20 or whatever, but even that's not super clean, right? So there was no real entry on GIS. But look at the daily. Look at the daily. Look at that beautiful breakout on the daily. And that's why, guys, we use multiple time frames, guys. Multiple time frames. Had we seen this on the daily, we 100% would have taken this at 82 with much more confidence, right? Instead of taking a sloppy bear sandwich, we're taking a daily breakout. So you know, GIS would have made 2R easily, right? You know, this is just a good learning experience for all of us, right? To keep an eye out for multiple time frames on stocks that we are interested in. And the last trade, I believe, of the week is EA 118.75 by 118.35, and we got tagged at break even. It's a shame because, as you can see, this thing popped at least, you know, 75% of an R, right? 3/4 of an R before coming straight down. Look at this huge 1 minute red bar that came straight down and tagged us at break even. And it is a shame, right? But all we can do, like I said previously, is take good patterns and let statistics do the rest. And that's going to be it for this week. Like I said, we made 3R this week, which is pretty average for us, right? And, you know, once again, if you do want to see all of these trades live, head on over to our chat room, right? There's really nothing to lose there. If you have any further questions or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section below or join our Discord. I'm extremely active there, and there's a lot of good resources for you guys to use there as well. And with that, I will see you guys next week for the continuation of our trade logging series. Have a nice weekend, guys. Bye-bye.